Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back. Today we're doing part 2 in my SIFU guides, and today we're going over the club, little tips and tricks, some things to look out for. Nothing too crazy, but mostly just like a walkthrough type deal. Don't know why I got stuck in the floor right there at the start, but this one's pretty straightforward. There are some tricky enemies here compared to the first stage, but it ain't too bad. So of course you're just going to beat this guy right here up, get him out the way. Then once we get inside, it's not too bad actually until the later parts of the stage. Now of course we're gonna beat up these two guys right here so we can get inside the door. And there's also a bat behind these guys that's pretty handy in the next room. So once we beat these dudes up, make sure to grab the bat, and then we go on from there. Now with this next room, you can get a finisher off on the first person here, so you can just wipe one person out really quick. So just run up, pop, get your finisher. And these guys are pretty squishy, they don't have too much health. And remember to use your environment here. You can throw them into the VIP little couches or whatever. Throw them into each other. These guys are pretty squishy like I said though, it shouldn't be too bad. But if you're doing pretty well here, sometimes a powered up enemy does spawn. So if you don't want to deal with that, just don't go for a finisher and just finish them off by the normal attacks or throws or whatever. Now this next enemy could be a little bit tricky, but for the most part, as long as you dodge left and right, you should be fine. She does have a mix-up where she goes mid, then high, then low, with the sweep being at the end, so you know you just got to pick your leg up. But that one's pretty telegraphed, so just play it like pretty patient here and use your focus attacks, and if you can, get trips on her to get your ground attacks in. And this one shouldn't be too bad, but she still is a pretty tricky enemy. And if all else fails, you can't read her strings, just block. Now for the first shrine, the structure regain perk is pretty handy against the last boss on the stage, but you can never really go wrong with picking up more focus bars because, you know, the focus attacks are pretty helpful throughout the entire game except for the last boss. So right here is pretty much like self-preference, whatever you want to grab right here. Now the right door in this room is the shortcut that you gain access to after you get your key cards from going through the level. And it's a pretty substantial shortcut, so once you get your first run down, you get your key cards and stuff, make sure to go that way. Now these next group of enemies, more than likely one of these guys are going to power up when you go to finish them, so just be cautious of that, be ready for it. But other than that, just take your time in this area, just chip them off one by one. Remember, use your throws, use your environment, and you should be good. And another thing is to always remember to pick up a weapon before every encounter if you can, unless you just want to use your hands. But weapons give pretty good advantages. You can throw them, stun a person, take them out the fight without even having to, you know, throw a punch. And especially if you're having trouble with the game, just use your environment, use your weapons, and you know, that stuff helps a lot. Now this next room could be pretty tricky at the end, but it shouldn't be too bad. And like I said before, you know, throw a bottle, get the stun on somebody, take them out the fight before it even starts. And you got one less person to worry about. Now at the end of the room, there's two big boys, so be careful right there. You can pick up a bottle, stun one of them, and work on the other one. And you could also break the walls right in front of them to pick up a stick, which is really good against the big boys. For some reason, it just stuns them to no end. So if you're having trouble in this part, remember you just dodge towards the wall, you'll break it and pick up the stick and you should be fine. Now you still have to be careful on this part because you don't want to get cornered by these guys, because then they start swinging, they start doing their grabs. So just take your time, try to separate one of them from the other, and you should be okay. Now in this next room, you can get a free kill from one of the bartenders by throwing a weapon at them before the fight even starts. So you're gonna throw your weapon, you're gonna jump over the counter, and you're gonna get a finisher. And then you just have to work on the one that's left. Now, once you get done with this fight, don't forget to pick up the bat on the counter, because the bat's gonna be super helpful in the next room, so don't forget to pick that up. Now with the next room, you can get a sneak attack on one of these guys on the left or the right, so take them out, and then there's gonna be 2 more guys up here. We're gonna take them out, and then we're gonna jump down into the pit, where there's gonna be a big guy and 3 small guys. So focus on the big guy first with the bat, because blunt objects do really well against the big guys, so take him out first. And if you're doing well, one of these guys down here will power up if you go to finish him, so be careful. If you don't want to deal with the power up, just don't go for a finisher, just go for normal attacks, whatever, throws. So just be aware of that. Now with this next room, this guy could be a little bit of a hassle if you don't know his combos, but I'm going to break that down for you guys so you can take him out super easy. And this guy pretty much has the same moves as the 2 disciples that you fight before the boss fight, so once you learn his moves, you'll learn their moves, and it'll be a lot easier. One of his main combos is when he does 3 scrape punches. Now you can dodge all 3, but it's mostly important that you dodge the last one so that you can get a punish. And if you don't feel comfortable dodging all 3, you can block the first 2 and dodge the last one. His other combo consists of 4 kicks, in which the last one is a sweep, so you can block the first 3 hits and pick your foot up for the last one and get your punish. Now he does have another move where he jumps in the air and throws a lot of kicks, but you can just block those, or if you're comfortable, you can just dodge them. Now this is the part where the shortcut takes us, so once you get your key card, once you beat the level, you can skip all of that stuff that we just did. And this door leads back up to the dance floor, so the shortcut is literally from the beginning of the game, and it cuts out so much of the actual level. Now there are some other doors that unlock once you get your key card, so go exploring, especially once you beat the level. You know, come back through, try to beat it at a younger age, and yeah, just have fun exploring the level, picking up your collectibles. Now in this next room, I know it's tempting to want to fight all these guys, but you really don't have to. You can just walk right on through. But if you're feeling froggy, you can fight them, but if you're just trying to get the stage completed, then you don't have to. Just make sure to pick up an upgrade from the shrine before you leave the room.
Above this door, the 2 trials. I'm ready. Step through the door.
Now once we go through this door, we're going to keep walking forward to activate everything, and we're going to move to the front right door. And there will be an enemy that we can sneak attack there. So you can just walk in, get a sneak attack, and carry on with the fight. This is a pretty cool fight. Sometimes you get a person to power up during this fight, sometimes you don't. Now there is a lot of enemies here, so you can get swarmed, but they're not that bad. Just stick to the basics, get your wall throws, you know, get your sweeps, all of that stuff, and we should be good. Now after you get done with these guys, you can fight the woman up on the balcony if you want to for the extra points or whatever, but I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to keep on moving and show you guys the next fight.
Down into the abyss.
Look around you. You don't look so different to me. If you didn't want to fight, why did you come this far?
Now this next fight is super easy, as long as you don't make her drop her stick. So don't use your heavy attacks, just beat her with light attacks until you get a chance to finish her, and I'm gonna show you why right here. So she pretty much has 2 attacks that she goes for, or 2 combos. One's gonna be the fast combo like this, that ends with a poke at the end, and the other one's gonna be a slow combo that ends with a sweep at the end. So that was the fast combo, and here's the slow combo, sweep. So for the sweep, you just wanna pick your leg up, slow combo, pick your leg up, punish. And then for the fast combo, you just want to dodge to the side at the end of the poke, dodge, punish, and rinse and repeat until she's gone. Now you don't want to trip her because once she drops her stick, her movesets change, and it's just keep it simple and you'll be past this part in no time. And punish. Easy peasy. Now I know a lot of people have trouble with this next room, and there's no real easy way to do this room. You just have to be quick and be aware and don't get tunnel vision. And if you can remember the combos from the first guy that we fought, you know, the 3-punch combo and then the 4-kick combo, these guys do the exact same thing. So you just have to be careful, you have to be quick, and you have to be aware. That's pretty much what this fight boils down to. And also bringing in the staff from the room that we just did helps a lot. So right here, see, we get as much damage as we can. We're gonna dodge that, dodge that. So you have to just not get tunnel vision. You have to pay attention to both of them at the same time. So I'm attacking her. I see him doing his combo. I'm gonna dodge that. She's on her combo. Dodge that. He's doing a combo again. Dodge that. So you just have to keep being aware of the other person. And the focused attack helps a lot here. She's doing a punch combo. Dodge that at the end. Punish. Get your finisher. And now it's a 1v1. And since we know his moveset, this will be super easy. And dodge. And fight over. And if your stick breaks, there's also a stick in the corner over there. And we're going to pick our last upgrade from the shrine and move on to the boss. Now for this shrine, the structure regain perk is super good for this boss fight particularly, but I'm just going to grab whatever and I'm going to show you how to beat this boss pretty easy. Now all in all, this boss actually isn't that hard. The first phase is really easy. The second phase can be a little bit tricky, but I'm gonna break down the first phase. And all of his attacks are pretty much high attacks. So as long as you're, ducking low and left and right, you should avoid everything in the first phase. There's one attack that he throws really slow that'll hit you if you dodge too soon. And it's not hard to dodge, but it's just so slow that it can throw off your timing. And that comes at the end of his combos usually. So just watch out for that.
It represents a school for the weak and feeble.
And here we go at the start. All high attacks, you get your punish. Just be careful here. All high attacks, dodge those, get your punish. You can trip him pretty easily. All high attacks. So just be patient here. The first phase is pretty easy. And you can punish him pretty heavy here. High attacks, see that attack right there? That's the slow attack. Be careful to get hit with that because it's so slow. So the key to this fight is pretty much being patient and dodging left and right. That's pretty much the sauce to this entire fight. For the first phase at least. And that's the slow attack. There goes the camera being my arch enemy. Slow attack, get your punish. And there are sticks over here in the corner to pick up. Sticks make this fight a lot easier. Now with the second phase, he starts to incorporate a really fast sweep, and there's no real telegraph that he's going to do it. Sometimes when he does a combo, he does the sweep, sometimes he doesn't. You can either block it, or if you're fast enough, you can react to it. And that's pretty much the only wrinkle that he adds to his game in this phase of the fight is the sweep. And it can be pretty annoying because sometimes he can throw like 5-6 sweeps in a row and you think it's going to do something else, but nope, it's another sweep. So just be careful with that. And take your time here. You can block the sweeps if you have the stick. It's a lot easier to block them.
Enough games. Let's put an end to the show.
And just dodge these attacks, get your punish. You can sweep him, get your ground attacks in. There goes the sweep, and he hit me. So yes, the sweep is really quick. But everything else is super easy. That's the only thing you have to worry about in this fight. Get your punishes. And pretty much rinse and repeat until the fight's over. Now to get the true ending to this fight, you have to break his block twice, of course. And I do not believe I did it here, but I will splice in the footage from when I actually did it. Now I won't lie, getting the actual ending to this fight is a little bit harder because you have to, use more light attacks, and that means the fight's more prolonged, and that means more chances of you to get hit. But if you're just trying to complete the stage, then there's no need to hold back, just go all in. Use your focus attacks, get your sweeps. And just be patient here. There goes the sweep, he got me again. That sweep is so fast. Duck low, get your punish. Sweep again, it's so quick. And I've beaten this guy so many times and I still get hit with the sweep. So don't feel bad. Oh, there we go, I finally dodged it. So don't feel bad if you get hit with that. Just keep trying and just keep going, and you will get them. And that's the end of this fight. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this helped somebody out. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary slash gameplay slash breakdown slash whatever shenanigans I'm doing here. Leave a like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. My name is Alex. Until next time, later, and peace out.